Hello guys, so here is my algorithm of the No Nonsense Forex way. I know that we should do always daily chart. I sometimes drop to the 4-hour chart just if that's something that interested me and just see how my indicators are working on. So in this situation here we are on the cable GbpUsd pair. I just get a long position on at this level here at 124.320. So I'll tell you first what is my algo based on, and then after we're gonna take it from there. So we're gonna start from the top to the bottom. So I have on the chart, I have a baseline. So my baseline is a Kinjun Sen, and sits at 26. Okay, so she is here 26, and then I have an LSMA, which it's like a linear simple moving average, which is a really cool indicator. And that is on the 14. Basically that works in the way that all the way you can see whenever the trend, it's actually, here's my first confirmation, whenever the trend is just about to change, they're really very well correlating together. And then see, whenever the uptrend come here, the indicator shows is on green, and then this one just cross each other. So on this situation here, I'll explain just a bit later how I did take this trade. Okay, down below we have a 3D oscillator. That's my first confirmation indicator, and this one basically works that whenever the purple brighter line cross above the bluish, so that's mean an uptrend, so we go for a long, and then if the blue go across the purple downwards is a sell. So note that this indicator has a zero line, so it's a zero line indicator with a two-line cross, which you have the zero line stands here for, you understand that if you're in a bullish market or a bearish market. So you can see that actually my uptrend, it's about to form. This one here ideally should have crossed whenever it was above, but even like that, whenever this line cross above, we are fine. Let's see how this trade gonna work. And then you have here the DPO indicator. It's a zero line, like volatility indicator, and this one, it's above the zero line here too, pointing a bit up. Then here down below a bit I have Rex. Usually that's my exit indicator, so usually whenever I have it on my algorithm here, I use it as a kind of triple confirmation, if you will, to see if my previous trend or the candles, they're really changing. This indicator works really well. This one here sits in 8.8. Actually the reset, if you reset it, sits in 14, but I use it on 8, and that's the way it suits me. Then we have an MMR. I'm not really sure what that MMR stands for. I have to double check more a bit on that, but what I can tell you is that whenever you see that the green lines start to form here above the zero line, that means the trend is going up, and whenever you see the gap in between, it's a reversal from the downtrend to the uptrend. So this kind of term from here to there basically will be a bit dodgy to take a trade, but we have underneath the WADA at our explosion added with ATR and volume calculation, which I use too. So basically you have here, if the see the yellow line, that's my dead zone. So if the dead zone, if the candle is below the dead zone, that stands at 30. We not take trades. So just let's see how this thing line up even in 4-hour chart. Usually you should do it on daily, but I go between both charts and works pretty well. So later on I'll do a forward testing video where actually I use a simulator, and with this algorithm you can actually see how does perform and applying the rules that that we do on the No Nonsense Forex way. So as you can see here, this one here just cross, the other one is above the zero line, this one is above the zero line too, and just on the way to cross, and so far we are still a bit on profit. We're gonna let it run anyway. We have I have another indicator here that another thing we can see here, that the baseline is really below, so that means we are safe to go up. This indicator, it's a weak speed candle tracker for all the time frames. So you have the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly, monthly, and even yearly. At the minute it looks like it's just fighting. It's more like consolidation probably, but I use another thing that it is called FinViz website, where I double check what pairs they are stronger than each other. So at this time you can see it's on daily, right? So today's a Tuesday, 31st of March 2020, and you have the performance of the pairs. So you have here the CAD 0.4% up, the pound it's 0.22, the yen it's 0.17, and then you can see the US dollar, it's kind of neutral, and then you can see euro, it's negative here, 0.32, and then the Aussie, it's as well 0.52 negative, and then the Swiss franc is as well, and the worst one here is the New Zealand dollar, right? So usually before I take a trade, I usually look at the performance and then always update it, the most just update it to make sure you are in the right numbers, because sometimes the news and things like that can change. I not really pay attention to the news, so I just stick to my indicators and I just take it from there. So for now, this is what is happening. This trade has been taken. I have the ATR 1.5. Here's the indicator that calculates my pips, what has to be the stop loss and the take profit. As you can see that this one, for example, if you take, like, let's see here, we were kind of good to go in. Just here all the indicators they are in line. So if you take, for example, from here, would be a win, right? And then if you would just on the next day, even if you take from there another one up, would be a win as well. So you can see that actually these indicators, they are quite good, right? Right, so this is my algo no nonsense forex way, what actually I put together, and I'm looking to backtest and forward test a lot of new different type of indicators, try to stick them together, plug them in, and see how they work. And I'm gonna do some other videos in the future to see how everything gonna work onwards. Guys, let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, hit the notification